Alright, y'all, what's up? I'm coming with y'all with another boomer banger. Alright, so this one right here is kind of more of like paperwork and planning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over, there's a way I do it. Now you don't have to do it like I do it, but I mean, if you want to keep up with where you're going and all your stuff without having to look back through your phone and get your times and all that stuff, then you can add up all your miles and things like that, and and set your GPS. I mean, it's just the way I do it. Like I say, you don't have to do it. It kind of helps the company keep up. It kind of helps the company too. When you do send it in a way that they can see everything and match it up with what they got. So basically, I got my order. This is the order that I'm on right now, and the way I usually set it up, I usually set my papers up like this. I put my BOL number up here, my first pickup, my truck number, and my trailer number, and then pieces, weight, seal, product. Then my what time I arrive to the shipper, what time and date, what time I depart the shipper, time and date, arrival time for the receiver, time and date, departure for the arrival, and time and date. So it's gonna look like this here. So the order that I'm on now, it came from Colonial Heights. That's why I picked it up. It's got all my information here. That came from in my work order. And it ended up in my destination here in Maryville, Tennessee. Okay, so you see my truck number is 1393. My trailer number is, I put in my trailer number 5538. That's the trailer I got. So once I got there, I went on ahead and put my time. I got there at 2:15 on the 28th of July, and I left there at 5 o'clock on the 28th. So when I got all my paperwork, then I was able to put in my bill of lading number, and then I was able to put in how many pieces, how heavy it was, what my seal number is, and what products I got on my trailer. You run through a weigh station, if you forget what you got, you can go back to your books and be like, okay, I got this, or such so forth. Or if you get to the window, they ask you what's your seal number, you can have your seal number and all that stuff ready. Plus, you keep up with your time, so that way, hey, if you get shorted, let's say the broker calls you and they're like, okay, what time did you get there? You forget, you got all your information now. Now, on the week ending, I'll show you how I set it up. I set it up like this. Our weekends on Sunday, so I always end the week on a Sunday. So the next ending week will be on the 8th. So August the 8th, the week ending. My truck number will be right there. Then I started first load, number 1, my BOL number. Whatever day I receive the load, I put that date right there, and the pickup number. And since we get paid by General Miles, which is zip code, we'll put the zip code, then the empty zip code, all the way till we get to our shipper, and then the shipper zip code to the receiver zip code. And that helps you keep up with your miles, as well as right here your shipper times, which is over here. So it would be whatever time you got to the shipper, whatever time you left the shipper, and then you add and see how many hours that is that you was there. Okay, and you just do it the same way going down the page. Most of the time through the week, you'll probably have about 4 loads, which is kind of easy. You can keep up with everything right there. And at the end of the week, you take a picture of this, and you send it in. That way, administration can see everything you did, where you been, and what your times are. So that way, you can get your money. You won't leave no chips on the table. So right now, what I got now is my week ending on 8/1. It's my BOL number. That's the date when I got the order. That's my pickup number. That's my zip code where I picked up from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and my zip code from Sikeston, Missouri, and it came up to 320 miles, right? Okay, then I got my loaded miles was from Sikeston, Missouri to King Williams, Virginia, and that was 830 miles. I got that 505. I left it on 517, which is 12 hours and 12 minutes. So In between that, you know, you might get there early, and then, you know, they'll figure that out, you know. But at least you know what time you was there, and then what time you left, you know. So, and I mean, I imagine if you get there early, you know, your appointment gonna check in on time. Right in here, sometimes in the middle, what I do is I put in parentheses like whatever time my appointment time is. You know, being that this was supposed to be a 24-hour place, I mean, they weren't 24 hours. Well, no. I got there at 5:05, but they didn't get me done until in the morning. You know, then my receiver, got to my receiver at 2:50 a.m. and I left at 5 a.m., which was about 2 hours and 10 minutes. And then you just do that going on down. That way you can add your miles, your times, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go back one more page so you can see what one finish looks like. All right, so this is the one from last week. So from last week, I had to go to the shop. So where I was, where they called me back to the shop, I put the zip code of where I was, and I put the zip code to the shop. So that time right there, in between that time, is the miles that I would add to this and this. You see what I'm saying? So from here to here was so many miles. From here to here was so many miles. From here to here was so many miles. See, and you going boom, 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 boom. You know, from stop. So altogether that came up to 1,104 miles. Okay, I got my shipper time, my receiver time, so forth, so on. Now down here at the bottom, this is where you'll start anything you buy out there on the road, or if it's any information that you need to send in, so that way you can get your pay. You know, like my shop time, I got to the shop 3 o'clock Monday, and I left Wednesday at 12 o'clock. So all that is right there. You know, just in case you forget, you know, it's things like that. It's already wrote down. I bought a tire pass. I bought a tire pass for $5. So that $5 will be reimbursed to me. After I added all my miles up, 10 miles, 1,104 miles, 840, 31, it came up to my total miles of 1985. Yeah, I was born. You know, and then I just sign it, and then I print it, you know, and then that basically kind of puts the icing on the cake, really. You know, then I just take a picture of this like that, and then I'll send it in to my Viber, and I'll send it to the email, right? All right, so this is my next load. You know, so since I don't have the bills and I don't have the numbers on there, I just put in my information of where I'm going and then where I'm taking it to. You know, then once I get my bills, I fill in my BOL, fill in what time I get there, what time I depart, what time I leave, my pieces, weight, seal, product, you know, and, you know, I have to put my trailer just in case I change my trailer sometime, somewhere in the middle, you know. That way everything, you know, kind of aligns out. You can keep order of what you're doing and things like that. Like I said, this is how I do it, so that way I can keep track, and I can help administration keep track just in case something comes up not looking right. Then, you know, they can go back and refer to this and say, okay, well, he did this right here. This is everything he did. You know, then if they have any more questions, you know, they can always ask me, you know, about it. You know, but everything will basically be on that paper, so that way that'll be less that, you know, you have to get bugged out here on the road. You know, while you trying to go handle business, you get bugged. Now what I do with my GPS, whenever I get my order, I go ahead and start my trip. You know, so the way I do it is I go right here to my multi-stop, you know, and usually I have my trip 1. And as you see, I already got both of my trips already, and I'm going to 187 Industrial, Cleveland, and 240 Georgia Highway, Perry, Georgia. I'm going on home. And basically, that's it. Once you hit start, boom. Now it's calculating up. Bam, there you go. It's gonna take me 1 hour and 32 minutes to get to where I'm going. Then once I get there, they'll say I arrived. Do I want to go on to the next stop? And I'll go on to the next stop. And basically, that's pre-tripping, y'all. Pre-planning, pre-tripping. Not pre-tripping. Pre-planning. So, you know, it's Grandma Baby over here with Travel Time Logistics LLC. And you know, if y'all watching this video and y'all want to adopt it, run it back, you know, check it out, practice it down. If you need some help, let us know, and hey, we'll get you going. So we'll see y'all in the next video.